So recently I got asked, "Hey Neil, do you do specialized strength training or is it just the practice that we see here?" And somebody else asked, "Did you had any spinal injuries and how did you deal with that?" So, let me show you. Welcome to the Taking Care conditioning session. Sessions like this I will have every once in a while to take care of my body. No intention in learning something specific of doing moves or whatever, it's really just taking care. A little bit of strength, a little bit of mobility, a little bit of taking care of past injuries that I had, for example a lower back thing and a wrist thing. Easy peasy, nothing too structured, just enjoying myself for about 30-60 minutes, something like that. Usually these sessions start very intuitively, with a brief warm-up. I would simply move my body, get in tune with my body and already start to feel what could I work on in this session, what do I need. First things first, my wrist. I hurt it about 2.5 months ago, fell down in skateboarding, nothing dramatic, healed pretty quickly, but now there is an inflammation. So I gotta take care of it. And usually for me, if I don't do nothing, if I don't load it, it won't get better. So now, a couple things to help it heal. I used this power ball some time ago quite a lot, but I completely forgot about it. So I think now is the best time to really use it again. Blood flow, muscle activation, good. Already getting tired. It's been like 10 seconds, but already my arm is sore a little. I can feel it burn. And of course the right, much better. If you don't know what the power ball is, it's kind of like a sphere with a spinning ball inside, and it creates this very weird motion, kind of alien-like. It's quite nice. Next up we got a flossing band. I used these quite a lot many years back, but I also completely forgot about them. It's quite nice to increase blood flow in the moment and also increase awareness, which always helps before training. Not sure if there's any more effects than that, but it feels great. I've made nice experiences with it, so I'm just gonna wrap up my wrist and load it a little bit. While some researchers are suggesting that flossing is actually not that incredibly helpful, for me personally I think it's a great thing to simply warm up my body. A little bit of blood flow, increased awareness, and usually afterwards I feel ready to go. And now a little bit of wrist ABCs. Number 1, on the fists, shifting the weight forwards and backwards, and I can also load it more by going more on top of myself. Number 2, knuckle push-ups, so pushing all the way up to my knuckles, sometimes more outwards, sometimes more inwards. Same thing here, I could also load it more. Number 3, shifting the weight back and trying to pull up the fingers. You will feel the burn. At the time when I was creating this video, loading this injured wrist was still not that easy. So I simply finished the wrist work with a couple sets of shifting weight and then also some scapular push-ups, just to really increase the demand for the wrist. If I load it, it will get better. Next up is my lower back. I really had problems during Christmas extending, going backwards just the tiniest bit. But in acrobatics, my main practice I'd say, it's very necessary. So therefore doing anything where I regain this backwards extension is quite nice. Also I'm pairing it with a little bit of core work, a little bit of core strength, which never hurt nobody. Quad leans are really an excellent movement. I usually like to perform them with my toes on the floor, as you can see here. And with every repetition, I simply try to go deeper.
Then I will couple this with a little bit of quite unspecific core work. Simply lying on my back, a little bit of curling, a little bit of twisting, just to give my abs a little bit of work and some relaxation in between. Then for the second set, I try to push just a little bit deeper. Can I go lower? Of course, I was still in pain there, so I didn't push it too far.
To further work on this opening, I'm going to use the diagonal stretch, and I'm going to pair it with some sort of bridging to open up my shoulders and work a little bit these muscles on the backside here.
The diagonal stretch is such a great task to work on full body arching that is required in a lot of acrobatics. So if you want to learn this one, simply click the link up there or check out the video description. I will break it down. This exercise, tables to L-sits, is also extremely great for me. I've been doing it for many years and it simply helps me to open up my shoulders and again work a little bit on this core strength. In the second set, simply try to go a little bit deeper, already felt better. And then of course also did a second set of these.
As you can see from now, the exercises that I'm choosing are a mix of strength, coordination and mobility at the same time. I don't want to spend too much time practicing these sort of sessions. I don't have any intention of gaining extreme flexibility or strength, so therefore I don't need very specialized movements. I need movements that have a lot of bang for the buck. A little bit of strength training, and of course without a shirt. Back in my CrossFit times we would used to say that if you would use chalk, you would increase your power by 10%, and if you take your shirt off, even more. I'm going to do deadlifts, not too much weight, just a couple repetitions. Haven't been doing these in years. Push-ups and pull-ups, just 3 exercises, maybe 3 rounds or something like this. A little bit of sweat, a little bit of strength, a little bit of heart beating, good stuff.
So a couple words about this very generalistic strength training. Just a couple of deadlifts, a couple of push-ups and a couple of pull-ups, right? It's very basic. Something on the floor, it's heavy, you lift it up. You push something away and you pull something towards you. It's a very generalistic but still highly effective strength training. And each of these exercises could easily be replaced by other ones. You could go out in nature and lift up some logs or some stones. You can throw these stones or logs away to simply substitute the push-ups, and you can maybe simply climb up a tree or something. See, so the strength training with these basic ideas can be made very adaptable to your needs. And this is also what I do. I simply play around. In this session, it happened to be these 3 exercises. And this is really just a friendly reminder. If you are not doing any form of strength training, I would highly propose to do at least something. Whatever it is, try to find something which is at least a little bit enjoyable for you, because strength never hurt nobody. And because I was really in the mood in this session, I simply went for this very interesting pushing exercise just to finish it. A couple of sets, a couple of reps, very brute and raw strength. So this one is quite fun and enjoyable. There's a lot of instability, so you need to really control it. It simply feels great.
To end the session and to wind down, I got this Aikido belt attached to a wooden ring inspired by circus artists when they use straps. And you can simply strap yourself in here and you can go into weird positions and open up your shoulders, open up your spines. You can even attach your feet and go into weird ways. It's kind of like yawning in the morning. Nothing planned. You follow your impulses and you follow a sensation of stretch and feeling good. And this is what I'm going to do for a couple minutes to end the session.
finishing a strength session in this way really feels great and amazing, because during strength training we tend to build up a lot of tension in our bodies, right? And usually this tension will go away for sure, but this is just a little extra on top. So whenever I like to strengthen my body, I then also like to find more calmness again and take a moment simply to find relaxation and end the practice session in a very easy and comfortable way.
That's been an hour. Food now, shower, and then off to some office work, editing all of these videos that I make.
I really hope that you liked this video and that you found it also helpful on your journey of taking care of your body, such an important task. Also, I hope that you found tools that will help you to take care of old injuries and maybe even prevent future ones. Now, having a practice like this is quite basic. You don't need much, no specific skills, not a lot of strength. In fact, you can start or should start in order to build strength. If you have specific questions, please don't hesitate and simply put them in the comments. I will gladly answer. See, this whole video was being created because of a question that one of you had. Then also remember to subscribe to the channel to not miss any of the upcoming videos. Check out the video description for all of my online programs, upcoming workshops, and to sign up to the newsletter so you stay up to date. Happy practice, happy taking care.